Welcome, I'm GamerMage0. I'll be starting a Satisfactory walkthrough on a new world. Today, we'll be exploring to find our starting base location. So let's go ahead and start a new game here. Now, on the left side, we got grassy fields, large area that is open, flat, with frequent patch of biomass. Now, the desert here has more biomass, but less area. And then as we get to the northern forest, there's a lot of biomass, as you might expect, but not very much room to build in. And so I want to start off with the rocky desert, because I haven't seen a lot of people start on the rocky desert. So I'm going to name it GMZ for GamerMage0, and then put in desert, so we know which one we're doing. And let's get this game started. Now, this series, I want to be focused on not only the building aspect of it, but I also want to be focusing on a lot of the exploration. And so I'll be doing entire videos just devoted to exploration. This first one we're starting off here, we're going to be looking for our ore patches, focusing on where are the iron, where's the copper, and the limestone in order to get our base centered around it. And we're going to be looking specifically for pure ore patches if we can find one. And that's going to really boost the beginning of our game. Here's the intro.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized. Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Alright, there's going to be some more game dialogue here.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akija. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations. Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective. Please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. Second objective. Please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xenozapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note: according to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats. Third
and I had to touch
objective.
it.
Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
Alright, finding iron. I want to start off by saying that I was collecting a lot of the wood here. That's going to help us for getting the biomass up and going. And we also have the barrel nut tree, and this is going to help us out with our health. And I
This
see a lot
consumable
of trees.
possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification.
Now, at the beginning of the game, I noticed something over, where was it? Over there, there's a crash area for some equipment. Obviously, we're not the first one on this planet, go figure. So maybe the last explorer died, I don't know. Anyways, so let's collect some more wood here. That's going to come in very handy. And we'll get closer to that base. The problem is a lot of the good stuff here is guarded by the fauna, of course, as we're collecting the flora here. So, another barrel. And this stuff is going to be really helpful towards helping you. Like, I've got the Xeno Zapper here. It's not that powerful. It pretty much just looks like a taser. And that's probably all it is. And then you got those massive creatures guarding it. So if it's just those berserkers there, I'm not sure what they're called. Something, the game says something about them being a fluffy-tailed hog. But they will charge us, like this one here. And then circle around you.
Studying the remains of this creature might shed light on how to defend yourself in the future. I recommend analysis.
And I got hit. I was trying to move. And if you notice, it circles me, so I'm trying to circle around behind it. You let it get right in front of you and it'll hit you. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, we got some resources around here. Look at this. Looks like something that was flying. Got some cable around here. Ooh, some encased industrial beams. That's kind of a late game thing. Earlier I picked up something that was, let's see, modular frames. That's a little bit more later game. At least what's currently released in the version now. Alright, so on these things we need 21 rotors, so I'm not opening that anytime soon. That's going to need some supplies that I don't have the ability to build yet in the game. So we'll collect some of the wood here, just to see what's around. There's a slug over there, but there's a fireball spitting guy. Don't know if I want to mess with him just yet. I'm not sure if this game's actually named the creatures on here yet, so we might give it my own names, but if you guys find out differently, or if we get official names, then I am welcome for the updates. Excuse me. Apparently there's one creature in here, the lizard doggo. I'm pretty sure that is the official name for it. And that creature's cute. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll find one when I can and should point it out to you guys. They definitely don't like you holding weapons in your hands when you get near them, though. Alright, some more barrel nuts. I think that's enough to get started, so I'm going to go ahead and press C here to see if I can scan for iron ore. Got my first hit over here. So oftentimes the first one may not necessarily be the one you want to go for, but we're going to want to check it out anyways. So there's a little pit there with the fire breather, or the fire spitters over there. I don't know if I want to go in there yet. This taser isn't going to be quite enough, and you can't outmaneuver those things like I can the other one. Those right there will have these firefly looking creatures that'll fly after you and attack you. We're going to have to take one on in a moment here. You'll always find something guarding ore patches or other valuable resources. And so always be prepared about it. If you know you haven't discovered it yet, expect that there's going to be something even if you don't see it immediately. Alright. Oh, and here we go. I don't know what this guy's called, but a bird. Alright. It's going to start glowing when I get too close, and there they are. There's 3 of them. So I'm going to charge after one. Ah, there we go. one. I got it, but it didn't go. There's another one. There we go, all three. I didn't do too bad. Alright, those things can be quite a nuisance. And then when they actually drop and they start flying after you, they leave their carapace behind. Now the iron here is normal. There will always be a patch in the center that's sticking out that's pure, so we'll want to go ahead and mine this. I don't believe that I want to actually stay here.
Build the hub. Note: to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, there's something around here, alien artifacts. And those things usually have something protecting them, but seeing as how I just got rid of the things here, that might be it, but I may not be able to get to it, so we'll search for that once I get the rest of this pure iron here. Notice each one of these patches have been normal. So there's 3 of them here, which is good. But them being normal, it'd be better if we were able to find something that's a pure. I don't know if it's under or on top of this thing. I can hear it. It's kind of like a high-pitched sound. And let's see if I can make it up here. There it is. Can I make that? Oh, we're gonna try. And yes. Actually, that wasn't even close. We made it that pretty good. Alright. And this is a summer sloop whip, and that stands for work in progress. So we don't really know what that's for yet, but we'll find out soon.
This object emits alpha radiation. The material has hydrophobic properties and contains pockets of plutonium, according to scans. Handle carefully. Further analysis required to determine application.
And so as of yet, you can't really examine them. So I definitely want to have them on me once the game updates enough that we can actually examine those and figure out what they are. Alright, so that seems to be all the ore in the area. Sometimes you'll find things that look like this that are the... Oh, here's some iron ore. Okay, so that makes 4 right in a single area. That's pretty nice, but I still want to find the pure ore. It'll make that start pretty easy. And then later on in the game we can come back here if we need to. Oh, barrel nuts. Okay, let's do another scan then. I'll go this way just to get this barrel nut here. Okay, where is it going to hit next? Over there. Here we go. Notice it has at the very top of the screen, you can see a compass. Turn this way, you can see north. Screen's kind of bright, so I don't know if you guys can see that. Put the mountain behind there. So we got north that way, and so this way we're headed east. And it's about 720 meters now. So let's go ahead and get there. Go up here and see if we can find anything. Alright, we got another barrel nut tree. This gives us a good view of the area. There's that slug, but it's being guarded by that fire breather there. Or fire spitter. Alright, there's another plant thing up there. The one that shoots out those fireflies. Okay. And then you might have to keep re-scanning. Always be careful of cliffs, sometimes you never know how deep they are. So, it's about 500 meters away. And if you look at this river, it's just beautiful. This whole game is gorgeous. Just all of the scenery, the lighting, the clouds look amazing. Sometimes I used to play Skyrim, just run around just because I thought the thing was so beautiful. Ooh. And this game's even more awe-inspiring. I like to take pictures. I took that Xenozapper out of my hand because it scares off the lizard doggo, and I think you have to actually attract it with berries, which I don't have any of right now. See if I can get close up. It'll run away though. So That way you guys can see what it looks like. Later on we'll see if we can get some berries to attract them. Alright, oh, barrel nut tree. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. Realign ourselves, I'm pretty sure it was this way though. And there it is, about 400 meters away, so we'll keep going this way. Let's see, those are like, I think the wikis call them the land whales with long legs. Not sure what their official name is, but they don't really attack you. Ooh, we have a bird there. Another one. Ooh, and some bacon.
Initial scans reveal coloring properties in the flower petals. Further analysis required.
That was for the flower just picked up, now the bacon agaric. That was weird. Oh. I gotta get rid of something. Let's get rid of some of the leaves. I can collect those pretty easily. So, but I want that bacon.
This consumable possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification.
Alright, the bacon agarics are going to really help out. You can make later in the game some healing inhalers that'll heal all of your health with that and several other items like the barrel nuts, berry that you can find, and some mycelium, if I said that accurately. Alright, I don't have the weapon in my hand anymore, which isn't a good idea. And let's get rid of the petals, I definitely don't need those. Alright, so, let's take on some more of those fireflies. There's another lizard doggo. Alright, and this, ooh, pure ore. Yes, this is what we're looking for, so let's get it. Oh, there it is. Got it. Oh, man. Alright, that did more damage to me than the last time. But, it's done. Alright, so let's go ahead and mine that centerpiece here. And we might want to set up base around here. I want to do just a little bit more looking to see if I can find some more ore around here. I'd definitely like to see if I can find a copper patch first. You can scan for it a little bit later in the game, but I don't want to start off too far away. But you shouldn't look around too much before you get started. But I always want to make sure that I have a good patch to start on. And plus, just exploring in this world is pretty and beautiful, but you don't want to go too far. Otherwise, you'll start to encounter some really big creatures and get taken out, and then you're just losing everything. Imagine starting this game without the Xenozapper already, I'd be dead. Let's see. Oh, is that copper? There's another plant right next to it. Oh, it's not iron. Yeah, it looks like copper. Okay, here we go. Oh, got it, kind of. Dang. 2. And... oh, it got me before I could hit it. Couldn't get under the rock. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get that carapace here. And it's pure copper, yes? Okay. We'll mine that centerpiece here. Centerpiece is kind of a nice starter too, which is why I think they put that there. But later in the game, when you get some of those automatic miners that you can place on, and they actually start unloading the conveyor belts, it becomes kind of more of a nuisance. But for the early game, that's really nice, when you have to do everything by hand. Alright, so now, I'm going to be doing a lot of running back and forth at the start of the game, so the hub should be central to both locations. So I'm just going to put that right there. I just pressed Q and located that. Now we have some options. F, you can
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature, Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature, Hub Terminal. 5th Objective, Hub Upgrade, Storage and Power. Note: the craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
Alright, so the F, as I was kind of showing you guys, allows you to deconstruct it. You can move your hub, and it will keep all the upgrades that you get. And speaking of upgrades, let's find out what we have. Tier 0, Upgrade 1. We're going to need, down here is the milestone cost, is the 10 iron rods. And unlock the Xeno Zapper. We have one, but we can't make one yet. And then we have the copper, wire, cable. We can then start scanning for copper ore. We have the portable miner. Power lines, which we can use with the biomass burners, and that will help us to get smelters going and other things later on in the game. We have the equipment workshop and the craft bench. So we have a craft bench behind us. We really want that equipment workshop though, so let's select the milestone. Notice on the top right we have the hub upgrade 1. It costs 10 of those iron rods, as we just discussed, and it shows us what we need right there, so now we can go get it. Iron ingots. So we have iron on us, now we just need to craft some. And then of course we have to worry about the fact that our inventory is full, so I probably went a little too far in gathering things, but you know what, it'll be worth it. And if any of you play building or crafting games, you know what it's like to need more of an inventory. To always load up way too much. So right now I'm just going to try and empty a spot, and there we go. We'll get 10 iron rods. I'll try and make that exact so I don't have to worry about that spot in case I need it for something else later. Alright, let's go ahead and dump that in here. And notice on the top right, it shows a check mark on that. So when you have a lot more items, that's going to become a lot nicer for you to know where you're at on your upgrade. So let's go ahead and upgrade it. There we go. Alright, storage bin. And this is what we needed.
Congratulations! You have unlocked Hub Feature Biomass Generator. Hub Feature Personal Storage. Scanner Feature Copper. New equipment, buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the workshop when built, build menu, and craft bench respectively.
Alright, so...
Sixth objective.
Hub
upgrade, construction. Note: connect buildings to a generator for power. Note: buildings such as the smelter require a blueprint to be set. Advice: automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
Alright, it's a really good idea to follow the game's advice on this. It'll really save you a lot of crafting time. You might think it's faster at first, but if you can get it smelting things and you crafting at the same time, that's where you're going to find the speed up in this game until you can actually automate everything. Anyways, just for people wondering how I'm doing this, you can slide things over back and forth, but you can also hold down shift and click on items to move them back and forth. I haven't found a key yet that'll do everything of a single type, like you might find in some other games, but that's at least helpful to get started off. Now I'm not going to need any of these items to start off with. One, we can't do anything with wood yet. It's really the biomass that we need for that, and I can't craft that yet. These two are late game items. Can't even do anything yet in this game except for collect those. And the same for the alien carapace, but that won't take too long before we can start researching that. And then we have the bacon agaric, which on its own might be able to restore 2 health segments, but I would never eat that on its own to restore health. I would always use barrel nuts. I mean, I have 98 barrel nuts. There's no reason for me to waste that bacon. Besides, who would ever waste bacon? And I'm just gonna heal up my health here. Alright, and then let's put that Xeno Zapper back in. So right now we have more options that we can build, and let's go ahead and select Hub Upgrade 2. That is actually going to wrap us up for the day. I wanted to show you guys what it takes to explore around, to see what you can do to find ore patches. We didn't get the limestone yet, but I can wait on that one a little bit. And we have the biomass burner around here. Just to show you guys, we'll talk a lot more about that later. But we have our hub upgraded to level 0. Was it level 0? It was level 1. And then now it's at, we're going to try and upgrade that to 2. We have the copper ore over here, which is pure. And we have the the iron ore over here, which is not pure. You guys will see next game why that's so important to have it as pure. You might have heard me talking about it, but you're going to actually be able to see why it's so important to have that pure ore. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching me today. Next episode we're going to be showing a lot more base building and get a lot more involved into that. And then we'll probably do some more exploration as we go on. But that base building is definitely going to be of prime importance at this point in the game. So make sure to please click like and subscribe below. Click the bell if you want to be notified of future videos. Thank you all for watching. I'm GamerMage0.